And y'all, as I keep saying, you do it so much better than I do it. How you doing? All right, let's get started because it's time for Hot Topics. Oh my gosh, Norman.
Sherry Shepherd, welcome back.
It's great to be back. I am so happy to be back that I love you threw me for a minute. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you for the I love you, appreciate it. It's like when a man say I love you, like, wait a minute,
Right.
So thank you. I just found out something just a few minutes ago. Happy birthday, Marco.
Hey! Thank you, Sherry. Yes, it is my birthday.
Today is your actual birthday.
It's my actual birthday. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
No, but how young are you? You ready to get into the clubs now?
Yeah, I'm trying. Can I go with you later?
Well, you know what? Because I didn't get you a gift, so yes, we can go to the club. This is what I say, Marco. When somebody says, happy birthday, how old are you? I go, fine, thank you. That's what you do. You just say, so when I say, Marco, how old are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
There we go. That's it, but nobody told me it was your birthday because otherwise I would have done something for you, but that's okay. I am going to make it up to you, Marco. Don't even worry about that. I'm gonna get you something. Yes, I am. And y'all get your mind out the gutter, but keep it in the gutter. All right. So, since the last time I was here, Norman, I wrapped up the Full Circle tour with R&B heavyweights Kim and Babyface. Oh my gosh. Can I tell you, Suzanne, this was like living out a dream come true for me. Some things like, you know, is on your wish list of things to do, and I've always wanted to go on a tour with like major musical stars. And these two are legends, Kim and Babyface. And it was 2 months of my life constantly on the road, packing, unpacking, different hair, wigs. I left some wigs at TSA and had to run back and get it. But it's not easy to touring, but I had a great time because when I was here at Madison Square Garden, so many people from the show came out to see me and support me. Norman, you were there.
Yes.
And Joe, literally, and Joe Colasanti, James, our security, and his wife were there. David Batista and Marco was there. And, you know, it's so, and you're up there, Norman, and I was so nervous, but I really wanted to make sure that I shouted all you guys out. But y'all, I feel so bad because when I shouted Marco out, I go, and Marco Rubio is in the house. And like when I shouted everybody else, Norman, and people went crazy. You know, James, they went crazy. When I went, Marco Rubio, nobody did anything. Like, no, there was no, and I'm sitting there going, everybody knows Marco. Like, nobody is saying, hey. And Marco, when I went off, John, our executive producer for the Sherry Show, he goes, Marco's last name is not Rubio. And I said, oh my gosh, I felt so bad. So Marco, I want to give Marco a shout out right now. Marco's in the house. Oh gosh. No, Marco Rubio, I'm sorry. So I just want to say thank you to Kim and his manager, Gerald Isaac, for inviting me to join the tour. But then I have to tell you guys, I did something else so amazing that was such a dream come true. You remember I talked about the fact that Gabriel Iglesias, who's also known as Fluffy, the comic, was having a show at Dodger Stadium. He was the first comic that ever was there and sold out 45,000 seats and had to add another show. Well, he called me. What I couldn't say was he called and he said, what are you doing Saturday? I said, oh, I got to do something at the Laugh Factory, a little spot. He said, would you mind being my surprise special guest in front of 45,000 people? So, Norman, that's me in front of 45,000 people.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my God.
Incredible.
Like, when I tell you Suzanne, there wasn't an empty seat in that arena, that stadium, 45,000 people. I've never had a spiritual experience like that. The energy level of 45,000 people. Gabriel designed it so that there were 2 stages. So you had to walk down a stage. And I said no, because I fall when I walk. But the energy of those people carried me down the stage, and I didn't even feel it. And literally, I know what Michael Jackson must have felt like being on that stage, except nobody was... Look at that.
This is low.
That energy made me drop it like it was hot.
Yeah.
Literally, but I needed that energy Ben gave for my knees when I got back up. But literally that with 45,000 people, it felt like I said, oh, this is what Michael Jackson feels like, except nobody was crying and fainting in front of me. I didn't have all of that. But I just want to say, Gabriel, to you, thank you so much for choosing me, because you could have chose anybody else to open for you, but you chose me, and I love you for that. I love you, and I'm so thankful. And my baby, that's just my brother. And Gabe he's got so many people, Norman. He sells out all over the world.
Yeah.
But he does clean family comedy, so you can take your kids to see. And I forgot that Gabriel is clean, because I kept saying bitch. I don't know, because that's my word. I just love saying that word. I said it so many times, but as the people kept laughing, I just kept saying it. But I was just happy that Gabe let me be myself, and he let me wear that blue sequin jumpsuit right there at Dodger Stadium. My homage to the Dodgers. And one last thing, I got to go, you know, Netflix had a whole comedy special in L.A. Netflix is a joke. So Kevin Hart had a brunch for all of the comics, and it was so many people in attendance. These were all the comics. We all took a real big photograph. Tiffany Haddish was there, Earthquake, Lonnie Love, Deion Cole, Gina Yashere, Niecy Nash, Chris Spencer, Quinta Brunson from Abbott Elementary. It was so many comics in this audience. And Kevin is doing this, so I don't know if you heard, Kevin got a $100 million private equity deal for his company. He's partnering with Netflix because he wants to produce and develop content that will put other comics to work, which is so, we need laughter. We need laughter. And this is a really big deal, and I'm so proud of Kevin, because I knew Kevin when he was just short. That was it. He was just short. And now, like, literally, his Heartbeat Productions, Kevin got a CEO, a COO, a CNN. I mean, he's got all of these, a legal counsel. He's got all these people working there with 3-letter titles working for him. But I noticed when you look at successful people, Kevin Hart, Gabriel Iglesias, who tour and sell out 30,000 seaters, 40,000 seaters. But what they do is they bring people up with them. They got the same crew when they started. Kevin's got his Red Cup boys with Joey Wells and the crew, and Gabe has his guys, and he brings me along. You know, people that I started with these two when we all had nothing, and my car was repossessed, and Gabe was giving me a ride, and Kevin was short. And so you know, when you got talented friends, you got to keep them close. That's what I say. You got to keep them close, pull them up with you like Kevin and Gabriel did. So let's keep the laughs going with the hot topic. Let me tell you something. Norman, this is true. SNL had a bunch of cast members leave this season, so they had, it was a mass exodus. It was Kate McKinnon, Andy Bryant, Kyle Mooney, and Pete Davidson. They all left Saturday Night Live, and Pete gave the most heartfelt goodbye. Take a look.
And I appreciate SNL always having my back and allowing me to work on myself and grow. And, you know, thank you to Lauren for never giving up on me or, you know, judging me, even when, like, everyone else was, and for believing in me and allowing me to have a place that, like, I could call home with the memories that'll last a lifetime. So thank you, guys.
Pete Davidson, everyone.
Because Pete Davidson started with SNL when he was just a stand-up comic. He had no experience and nothing. And so I know it was a lot of people that was saying that, you know, maybe Pete was leaving because he was in love with Kim Kardashian. But I don't think so, because SNL, y'all know, it's always been a springboard which launches comics. I remember Eddie Murphy came from SNL. He's a superstar. Larry David, Curb Your Enthusiasm. He was one of the executive producers for what's the other show?
Seinfeld.
For Seinfeld. Leslie Jones, who was on there. Tina Fey, my former boss from 30 Rock. Chris Rock was on the show, Maya Rudolph. So it's just, those are a few names that left SNL and became huge stars. So I actually think that Pete, he's going to a Peacock, which is in the NBC family, because he's gonna star in his own sitcom. Yes, this is nice. So Pete is gonna star in this sitcom. It's called Bupkis, which is inspired by his life. And I was really excited because I've never seen Pete as an actor, but what I found out, Suzanne, is that Edie Falco of The Sopranos is gonna play his mother.
Oh,
yes. So this is really good because y'all remember Edie from Nurse Jackie and also Soprano. Yeah, she's really good. And so, you know, this is really good because Pete, he lived in his real life mama's basement till last year. He lived in her basement till last year.
So, and Staten Island.
And that's what a dream come true, out of your basement to Kim Kardashian. Wow. You know, because normally if a man come to me and ask me out and he tell me he live in the basement with his mama, like I want to call the police. Like that's what I be thinking. But maybe I should give men in that basement a chance. They live with their mama. All right, so this already sounds like a good time to me because he's going to be on Peacock, which came off this huge year. They had Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the reboot, which is like the biggest show on Peacock. So it's like the Bridgerton of Peacock as far as the ratings. So I say go ahead, Pete, because I feel like Pete is trying to strike while the iron is hot. So you take advantage of your success, get in the mix with Peacock, and it's growing, and you can be a big star. And then Lorne Michaels is going to executive produce. So this is really good. I think, yeah. So what else we got? Oh my gosh. Let me see. Because I remember when I started guest hosting here in November, I remember it was lots of chatter about whether Kim and Pete were a real life couple or not. So I think, you know, folks thought that they weren't gonna make it. Remember? They thought, oh, it was just like a little flash in the pan. But I think they've been together 8 months and they are going strong. And so I know y'all just like, okay, yeah, whatever. But look, 8 months they've been, because look, Norman, he's not usually with anybody this long. So look, I'm gonna tell you, he was with Ariana Grande, I remember, and that was 5 months. Who was the other? Was the older woman. It was Kate Beckinsale. Kate Beckinsale, that was 3 months. What was that other?
Kaya Gerber.
Kaya Gerber.
Cindy Crawford's daughter.
She was 3 months. Okay, because she was Cindy Crawford's daughter. Phoebe Dynevere. That was 4 months. Okay, so he's with Kim for 8 months. This is a long time for Pete, y'all. 8 months? 8 months? All of them people, so 8 months, that's the silver anniversary. That's what you call that. And so I'm gonna give a big shout out to Kim Kardashian. I didn't get to congratulate her because she passed the baby bar. She did. Okay. And let me tell you, this is a very hard thing to do. It's not called the baby bar. It actually is called the first year law student examination. So, but that don't sound fancy, Norman. I like the baby bar. Baby bar sounds sexier. So this is a one-day test. It includes essay and multiple choice questions. So I don't know, multiple choice sounds a little easy. You think?
Yeah.
Well, how you feel about that?
You just go like C, or like none of the above.
Well, okay, well, but you know, let me tell you about the baby bar. Even though she failed it 4 times, she passed it. Because I think like 250 people took it and 25% passed. So that's actually really good. It's still hard. It's not as hard. Now, would you use, and people clap, would you use Kim K as your lawyer? Okay, we got some people that would use Kim K. Would you use Kim K as your lawyer, Norman?
No, I think I'm gonna call Celino and Barnes or somebody.
No. I would use Kim K. Let me tell you something, because I think she would be very useful. I loaned Jamie Foxx some money when he was auditioning for In Living Color, and I never got my money back from Jamie Foxx. And I want Kim to be my lawyer in small claims court. I would take her so Jamie could give me back my money.
Right.
Some stuff. So Kim, congratulations on passing the baby bar. Now, I want you to do my stuff pro bono, Kim. We got to work on pro bono, see how you do first. And I have to congratulate Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker. I love weddings. They had this huge Italian wedding last night. Look at that. It's very kind of rock and roll meets reality. That's what I like. Okay, now I'm looking at the back of the dress. It looked like she didn't finish putting on her wedding gown. Let me, because if you turn it around, but let me see. If you turn it around, let's see the front. Oh, you know, they said, Suzanne, this is like a Italian lace with a corset. It's very cute, and she's got the long from the back. It looks like she didn't finish putting on her wedding dress. But it looks amazing. Yeah. And she had the Virgin Mary. Look, go, girl. They look so good together. Wow. But it still looked like she didn't finish putting the clothes on. But it looks so good. So you know what? This is Kourtney's first wedding, Norman. This is her first wedding. So I said, girl, they look in love. Mazel. That's what you say. Hey, Susan, right? Mazel. Just, you know, just best of luck to you. So, no weddings, but I got to tell y'all what I'm so excited about. I'm excited. Trevor Noah is single again. Yes. What? I'm so excited. Him and Minka Kelly, they split up after almost 2 years. And I'm gonna say this right now. Minka, I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry, girl. But let me tell you something. They broke up. Look, he even looks sad. Look, he looked like he need another woman. That's what Trevor Noah. But Trevor was reportedly too focused on work, which is good, Norman, because so am I. I'm focused on work, too. So you focused on work, Trevor, I'm work. Yeah. We can make this work. But I'm not even gonna lie. Suzanne, I don't know who your crush is, but this one right here, Trevor Noah, has always been my crush. And feeling when I found out that he broke up, it was a feeling that went through my loins, okay? Now, I know some of you young ones loins mean, but I'm telling you, it's a good thing when it go through your loins. And I mean, everything in my body jumped, my heart jumped, my uterus, and I don't even know where, I don't know what my uterus is, but it jumped. And ladies of a certain age, you will understand this, that last egg that's sitting there on that fallopian tube that wants to fall. I think that last egg fell off my fallopian tube when I found out about Trevor. So I just say, and this is a day we really have to shoot our shot. Like, you know, life is short. We just came out of a pandemic. You gotta say what you feel, what you mean, and I'm going to say this to Trevor. Trevor, I am here to console you. Let me tell you something. This is good. You are a talk show host. I'm about to be a talk show host. You got the Trevor Noah show. I got Sherry coming up. The Trevor and Sherry. I'm shooting. It could be the Trevor and Sherry show at night. This is like, and I'm gonna say this to you, Trevor. I'm not sure if Minka ever went back to the motherland with you, but this African queen is ready to go visit my future. Because, Trevor, one thing I will say, mothers and grandmothers love me. They love to hug me. I am a mother and grandmother person. And I know you from South Africa. They speak about 10 languages there. I'm learning all of them. All of them. So, oh, my God. I'm going to tell you, Norman, they say Trevor is worth $100 million. $100 million. That means he's got a Black American Express card with I'm just... But even seriously, Trevor, I don't even want your money. Money aside, I say, let's go have lunch. Let's go. We can go to Melba's Soul Food in Harlem. Just talk about our shows. You know, all of that, about our shows. But, okay, Norman, if I was to give you my phone right now for you to help me shoot my shot, and you message from me and to give to Trevor in his DMs, what would you write?
Oh, you know, I'm a pro.
Yeah, okay, what would you write that I can send to Trevor?
As the kids say, you're going to... Like, hey, big head, what's up?
Big head. Hey, big head.
Like that.
Men like that.
Like, heard you're single now. I'm moving to New York City soon. Maybe we can get together and talk about, you know, comedy.
Oh!
And I'm not like those other comedians, so feel free to keep my name in your mouth.
Norman?
See you soon, Sherry.
I like that. I'm gonna send all 3 of them. So as soon as we go to commercial, Norman, you come over here and you get my phone. So, y'all, we got more great show. Up next, gospel singer and actress Yolanda Adams is here. So please grab a snack and come on back.